Yeah, I mean, I got to take a look at the tape, and I don't know if we had anybody getting to him, but we obviously wanted to make it hard for, Rozier and Montrez and the guys, and I thought we defended the possession pretty well. There's always that, could we switch ball screens, could we do some things? But with the guys we had on the floor and not going with Anthony, we thought we want to clean up a rebound if it's there. And, I don't want to say I didn't expect him to not make it, but I was okay the way we defended that possession. And I don't know if someone was scrambling to at least bother the shot, but good for him. He stepped up and hit a big shot, and I don't think that's his forte. And he did it in a big setting, and, it was obviously the nail in the coffin for us.
Whitey, on your last gasp there with the Evan baseball pass, was that to call another timeout, or what was the thinking when you?
I can't give it away now, though. So it's why should I tell you? No, it was obviously it was just we had some good action behind it if it would have worked, but what also was we had the option to call a timeout too. So it was just we tried to just get a catch, and I'll take a look at that. I think it's just the ball got away from him, and usually we have Justin throwing that, ironically, but we just in that setting I thought we could get a catch, and then there was something there behind it, but again, it wasn't. We didn't execute it well to give ourselves a chance. It would have been nice to at least get a shot up at the end on that. And they, they did the smart thing at the end by missing the free throw with 0.7. I thought they would do that.
Is this a game where when you look back, you think you'll end up faulting the execution more than the effort of the players?
Well, I didn't like how it started defensively. Credit to Louisville. Coach Pitino had them ready. They were cutting so hard offensively. They were all over the glass. Their ball pressure was terrific. Our first time we played them at our place, I think we had 2 or 3 turnovers only, and they forced us into some turnovers, some careless ones we made. But it was electric in here, and it was. They were charged. Their fans were charged, and how hard they were cutting, playing, defending, all that. And I thought they took it to us. When you're on the road, you have to try to take the game to them. At least defensively, you got to hold in there. And I didn't think we defensively had our sharpest, readiest approach to start. We did at Syracuse, and it saved us because we were so poor offensively. Well, this time we weren't ready, and, from here on out, it's one and done. I told our guys that. You're in conference tournament. We can live with this, but you got to be ready from start to finish. But a lot of that is a credit to the intensity in the building, the intensity on the floor, and those guys were ready. They made it hard for us. So I wish we started stronger in this one, defensively especially.
Montrez was a lot more effective this game than he was the last one. Did you see him do anything differently?
Well, he plays real inspired at home. I know a lot. He gets going and he feeds off the crowd. And we let him get a few easy ones. I thought we trapped him well. He was real aggressive against our post trap, but he just made some of those X factor hustle plays. You talk about winning 50-50 balls or getting the X factor plays, and they got the majority of them. And he ignited them with some of those and made some tough plays. Gave him some easy ones on breakouts, but. He's a good one. There's no question. I saw that when I was fortunate enough to be an assistant on the USA team, and he can take over games. I thought we were a little better down the stretch on him, but he's a lot to handle.
David and then Brian.
Tony, London's assist-turnover ratio is usually so impeccable, but in the second half tonight, I think he had 1 assist and all 4 of his.
Yeah.
Some uncharacteristic mistakes.
Yeah. For him, he's the one who kind of saved us a little bit to start the game, made some plays. A couple of those were just off the press. We just threw a couple away we didn't need to. Malcolm too. Malcolm was getting the ball knocked out of his hands again. They got quick hands and they were swarming, but a couple uncharacteristic ones for London. In a tight game like this, when you're fighting, those are those small incisions that are hard to endure. And again, he made some good plays, but we tried to throw a lob. We were a little far out. Probably wasn't a great call. And we said if it's there, throw it. If it's not, I don't know if we set the screen, but we thought maybe we'd get something on the back line, but they jumped up and got it. So again, like I said, I think our guys will learn from it, but it was there wasn't a lot of easy things out there. They contested everything, and again, they were running their matchup, and you had to kind of try to get a beat on where you could get your shots and your aggressive plays.
Right.
Tony, you've been winning without Justin, obviously, but are you anxious to get back to full strength, kind of get back to where you were before?
Yeah, no, I think definitely, it's unfortunate he was going to, as everybody knows, try to, if the practices went well, is the couple days before he was going to play, and then obviously what happened to him. But depth is so important for us, and we haven't had him for a while. So, I can't tell you when he's going to come back. We'll see how he recovers. I've heard from different people it can be a week, it can be 2 weeks. It's just all how you recover. But certainly when he's ready, for us, of course, but for him, he's been patient and he's had to endure a bit, and he'll certainly be nice to get him back whenever that time is. I hope sooner than later. Okay.
Anthony Gill looked hobbled at times. Anthony Gill looked hobbled at times as well.
Yeah, I think he got either a knee or he fell, a contusion in his buttocks or in the glute right there, and it was kind of he just looked like he wasn't moving well, and it was tightening up, and I didn't see it when I watched him, and I thought Mike was giving us a good effort and just made a decision. If he couldn't move as well and get up, we needed to. One time he came to the ball in the press, and I just come and get it, and he looked like he was hobbled, and I didn't want to put him in that spot, and just decided to go with Mike and Darion down the stretch.
I think you lost your final regular season game last year on the road. Obviously, things worked out for you after that. Anything, do you think that senior night gives these teams, how meaningful do you think it is?
Well, yeah, I mean, you play, you want to play well. In your last home game, heading into that, and senior night, it's always emotional. Like I said, you could feel it here. This is my first time here. Is the crowd always like this? Because if it is, my goodness, that's great. So, and we got a great setting too. I know Coach Patino gave praise to our crowd when he came, and I'll do the same because it was live. You could feel it. But they played inspired, and of course with senior night and them, this was, I don't know if this put them in the double bye. I'm not sure if it did. It did. So obviously they backed it up. And, I wanted our guys to be in the toughest setting. We were going to have to beat them at their best, and we had to be at our best, and we weren't quite there for long enough. And valuable lessons. So we'll be thankful for what we learned and get ready for ACC time.